What happens when Russia's most feared warship suddenly becomes vulnerable? The Buyan-M corvette, built to strike fear across Ukraine, faced an invisible and unstoppable threat. You might be asking, how could a vessel designed for intimidation be taken down so swiftly? In this video, we'll reveal the brilliant Azov Sea operation, drones that blinded radar, elite ghosts, operatives that struck the hull, and a strategy executed with surgical precision. Stay tuned as we uncover how intelligence, technology, and daring tactics reshaped the naval battlefield and humiliated a fleet once thought untouchable. Before this humiliating retreat, Russia had a long history of using naval firepower to terrorize Ukraine. For years, the Black Sea served as the primary launch pad for Kalibor-class missiles, targeting cities, power plants, and military infrastructure with ruthless efficiency. Cities like Lutsk, Lviv, Zaporizhia, they all felt the cold, calculated sting of these strikes. Yet, Ukraine adapted. Missile defenses, drones, and tactical countermeasures began to chip away at Russia's once unquestioned dominance. The Kremlin noticed, and in a move meant to regain the upper hand, they shifted a significant portion of their fleet to the Sea of Azov. The Sea of Azov, smaller, shallower, and closer to Ukraine's heartlands, was deemed safer by Russian commanders. They believed that tighter waters would provide cover from Ukrainian retaliation and give them the advantage of launching Kalibor missiles from a more controlled environment. But this was a dangerous miscalculation. Ukrainian military analysts quickly realized that the Sea of Azov was no safe haven. It was a trap waiting to be sprung. By June 2024, the first caliber salvos fired from Azov revealed both Russia's ambition and vulnerability. 4 missiles struck Ukrainian targets, causing damage to energy facilities and testing the limits of Ukraine's defenses. At the time, Ukrainian Navy spokesperson Dmytro Pletenchuk warned, "They seem to forget that the Sea of Azov is also quite close to us." His words, almost prophetic, set the stage for the stunning operation that would follow over a year later. The operation that unfolded in the Azov Sea on August 28, 2025, was nothing short of brilliant. Ukraine's Department of Active Measures teamed up with the elite special unit, codenamed Primary, also known as the Ghosts, to orchestrate a precise 2-stage attack on the Russian Buyan-M warship. This wasn't a chaotic strike. It was a surgical masterpiece, executed with patience, intelligence, and daring. Stage 1 began in the blink of an eye. Ghosts operatives deployed a drone to target the ship's radar systems. Its eyes, its situational awareness, its very ability to detect threats. The Buyan-M is equipped with 2 main radars, the MP-231-2 for navigation and the 5P-26M1. Positive M1 phased array radar, capable of detecting both aerial and surface threats. The drone struck with pinpoint accuracy, instantly blinding the warship. For the crew on board, it was a shock. Suddenly, the powerful vessel that had terrorized Ukraine for months was effectively blind, vulnerable, and exposed. Stage 2 commenced moments later. The Department of Active Measures launched additional drones, this time targeting the hull of the Buyan-M. Each impact delivered significant damage, threatening to cripple or even sink the vessel. Despite the ship's armaments, a 190 100mm cannons, AK-630M anti-aircraft guns, Igla-1M surface-to-air missiles, and the lethal Kalibor missile loadout, the Ukrainian drones proved unstoppable. The operation demonstrated not only the precision of Ukraine's forces, but also the growing dominance of drone warfare in modern conflict. By taking out the radar first, the attackers ensured that defensive systems could not respond effectively. The Russian crew, realizing they were sitting ducks, had no choice but to retreat in panic, leaving the Buyan-M damaged and missionless. HUR, Ukraine's defense intelligence, confirmed the attack in an official statement, sharing footage that captured the dramatic strikes. This mission was a textbook example of calculated risk, high-tech ingenuity, and strategic timing. A single Ukrainian strike had neutralized a warship built to launch missiles across hundreds of miles, a testament to the new reality of warfare, where drones and intelligence can level the playing field against even the most formidable foes. To understand the full significance of Ukraine's strike, one must grasp the power of the Buyan-M corvette, measuring 240 feet, 73 meters, and displacing nearly 950 tons. This vessel is small enough to navigate shallow waters, yet lethal enough to project Russian force across hundreds of miles. Its crew of up to 36 highly trained sailors operates a formidable arsenal designed to dominate the seas and strike deep into Ukrainian territory. At the heart of this firepower are the Caliber cruise missiles, the Buyan-M's most dangerous weapons. With ranges estimated between 870 and 1,600 miles, turbojet engines, and pop-out wings for precision, these missiles can devastate command posts, airfields, seaports, and infrastructure. Traveling at supersonic speeds, they can evade many traditional defenses, while delivering warheads weighing nearly 1,000 pounds. Beyond missiles, the Buyan-M carries an A190 100mm cannon for surface targets, AK-6 30M anti-aircraft guns, and 4 Igla 1M SAMs on a 3M47 Gibka launcher, multiple machine guns, radar systems, modern communications, and advanced navigation make it self-sufficient, capable of operating for 15 days at sea and reaching speeds of 25 knots. The Buyan-M is a strategic powerhouse. Its temporary neutralization by Ukraine is more than a tactical victory. It strikes directly at Russia's long-range strike capabilities. With only a dozen Buyan-M vessels in existence, losing even one represents a significant blow to Russia's ability to project fear and destruction. The Azov Sea strike is far from an isolated incident. It fits into a larger, ongoing pattern of Ukrainian precision operations that have steadily reshaped the naval battlefield. In April 2022, Ukraine stunned the world by sinking the Russian Black Sea Fleet flagship, Moskva, with 2 R-360 Neptune anti-ship missiles. Hundreds of crew members were forced to evacuate, with several casualties, marking the largest wartime sinking of a Russian warship since World War II. That victory sent shockwaves through the Kremlin, proving that no vessel, however heavily armed, was untouchable. Following Moskva, Ukraine continued to systematically chip away at Russian naval power. In July 2022, a Buyan-M corvette suffered heavy damage from drone strikes and was later photographed being towed along the Volga, riddled with holes in its hull and deckhouse. In April 2024, a Russian defector set fire aboard another Buyan-M, stealing critical military data. Later that year, Ukrainian I-22 drones struck additional Buyan-class corvettes and Gepard-class frigates at the Kaspiysk naval base. These operations share a common strategy. High-value targets are struck with surgical precision, minimizing collateral damage while maximizing strategic effect. Each successful strike forces Russia to divert resources, repair damaged ships, and reconsider operational plans. Unlike the Kremlin's often indiscriminate attacks on Ukrainian infrastructure, Ukraine's approach undermines both Russian military capacity and morale. The August 28, 2025 Buyan-M strike in the Sea of Azov is the latest chapter in this ongoing campaign, demonstrating Ukraine's mastery of drone warfare and intelligence-driven operations, creating a decisive asymmetric advantage. The strike on the Buyan-M warship reverberates far beyond the visible damage to its hull and radar. Most critically, it disrupts Russia's ability to launch Caliber missiles from the Sea of Azov. With only 12 Buyan-M corvettes in existence, each vessel is a vital strategic asset capable of delivering devastating strikes across Ukraine. Forcing one into retreat and repairs temporarily removes a critical node from Russia's long-range strike network, giving Ukraine precious time to strengthen defenses and safeguard key infrastructure. Financially, this setback strains Moscow's already overstretched military budget. Repairs for a Buyan-M are expensive, time-consuming, and logistically complex. Russian commanders face a difficult choice: pour resources into restoring the vessel or sideline it, reducing operational readiness. Either scenario favors Ukraine, which benefits from the temporary neutralization of a high-value threat. Psychologically, the strike delivers a sharp blow to Russian morale. A ship long considered invincible was rendered vulnerable by a handful of drones and elite Ukrainian operators. The hasty retreat in total disgrace sends a powerful message. Ukrainian forces can strike anywhere, at any time, with precision and devastating effect. Strategically, the operation highlights Ukraine's asymmetric advantage. While Russia relies on broad, indiscriminate missile and drone attacks, Ukraine focuses on surgical, high-value strikes that maximize impact. Each damaged ship, disrupted missile platform, and foiled attack limits Kremlin operational freedom, shifts momentum toward Ukraine and saves lives. The Buyan-M strike demonstrates that modern warfare is won not by brute force alone, but through intelligence, technology, and tactical ingenuity. The balance of power at sea is no longer guaranteed. The Buyan-M strike in the Sea of Azov is more than a tactical victory. It's a bold statement. Even the most advanced warships can be brought down by precision, intelligence, and daring strategy. Ukraine has exposed vulnerabilities in a fleet once thought untouchable, forcing Russia to rethink its naval operations. This mission proves that technology and cunning often outweigh sheer firepower. Drones, special forces, and intelligence can shift the balance of power. For Russia, it's a humiliating setback. For Ukraine, a clear signal of growing dominance. The Azov Sea battle, and the war itself, has only just begun.